Brad, thank you. A county chairwoman where a convicted murderer was mistakenly released says the sheriff needs to do better. Clayton Guzman was allowed to walk out of jail months after he was sentenced to life in prison. Channel 2's Tom Jones live in Clayton County tonight. And Tom, the victim's mother is concerned for her safety.
That's right, Linda, and that's because Guzman is from Florida, where she lives, and the sheriff here told me he believes he has traveled back to that state. He was convicted of murdering Christina Grayson's 19-year-old daughter. She wants to know how this happened 5 months after that conviction.
30 years. I expected him to live, eat, and breathe every bit of the 30 years in prison.
Christina Grayson was looking forward to Clayton Guzman serving every single second of his life sentence for murdering her daughter, Delilah. Instead, Guzman is free.
He's out walking free.
That's after the Clayton County Jail mistakenly released Guzman nearly 2 weeks ago.
How does this happen? How did this happen? How? I'm not getting a clear answer.
Sheriff Levon Allen told me it was the result of training and his workers not paying attention. He said workers looked at a court document that showed a motion to null pros or not prosecute. The sheriff said if they had looked further, they would have seen a necrophilia charge was null prost, and the jury convicted Guzman of felony murder and aggravated assault.
This shows negligence on the part of the sheriff's department.
The chairwoman of the county commission is not happy with the mistaken release.
We were not made aware of this at all.
She says the public should have been alerted, and the chairwoman reminded me of the suspected murderer mistakenly released from the jail last year.
We actually had that inmate here, and that inmate was let out.
Grayson is concerned Guzman could be headed back to Florida, where she lives.
I can't walk around without my concealed weapon. And I have to make sure I have that in my phone.
And Grayson says her husband took their daughter's death so hard that he committed suicide on the anniversary of her death. And she says this is just adding more pain on top of her grief. The sheriff says officers are doing everything they can to get Guzman back in custody. We're live in Clayton County in Jonesboro. Tom Jones, Channel 2 Action News.